Louis, have your man go with Mr. Laszlo and take care of his luggage.
Certainly, Rick. Anything you say. Find Mr. Laszlo's luggage and put it on the plane.
Yes, sir. This way, please.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Because you're getting on that plane.
I don't understand. What about you?
I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away.
No, Richard, no. What has happened to you? Last night
Last night we said a great many things. You said I was to do the thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of it since then. It all adds up to one thing. You're getting on that plane with Victor where you belong.
But, Richard, no one...
Now, you've got to listen to me. You have any idea what you'd have to look forward to if you stayed here? 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up at a concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louis?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist.
You're saying this only to make me go.
I'm saying it because it's true. Inside of us, we both know you belong with Victor. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris. We didn't have. We lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night.
When I said I would never leave you.
And you never will. But I've got a job to do, too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of 3 little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. He's looking at you, kid.
Everything is in order.
All except one thing. There's something you should know before you leave.
Mr. Blaine, I don't ask you to explain anything.
I'm going to anyway because it may make a difference to you later on. You said you knew about Ilsa and me.
Yes.
But you didn't know she was at my place last night when you were. She came there for the letters of transit. Isn't that true, Ilsa?
Yes.
She tried everything to get them and nothing worked. She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. That was all over long ago. For your sake, she pretended it wasn't, and I let her pretend.
I understand.
Here it is.
Thanks. I appreciate it. And welcome extra fight. This time I know our side will win. Are you ready, Ilsa?
Yes, I'm ready. Bye, Rick. God bless you.
Better hurry, you'll miss that plane.
Well, I was right. You are a sentimentalist.
Stay where you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you just did for Laszlo. That fairy tale you invented to send Ilsa away with him. I know a little about women, my friend. She went, but she knew you were lying.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out.
I suppose you know this isn't going to be very pleasant for either of us, especially for you. I'll have to arrest you, of course.
As soon as the plane goes, Louis.
What was the meaning of that phone call? Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
Why do you stand here? Why don't you stop him?
Ask Monsieur Rick.
Get away from that phone.
I would advise you not to interfere.
I was willing to shoot Captain Reno, and I'm willing to shoot you.
Hello.
Put that phone down.
Get me the radio tower.
Put it down.
Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects.
Oui, mon capitaine.
connaissez cette voiture?
J'en ai non.
Well, Rick, you're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
Not me, but it seemed like a good time to start.
I think perhaps you're right. It might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while. There's a free French garrison over at Brazzaville. I could be induced to arrange a passage.
My letter of transit? I could use a trip. But it doesn't make any difference about our bet. You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses? Mm-hmm. Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
How does he do it? What's the secret? That's the movies, that's the secret. Maybe if I took 2 more aspirin, I'd feel better. I'm out? How many did I take? Let's see, 2, 4, 6 aspirin. I'm turning into an aspirin junkie. Next thing you know, I'm boiling the cotton at the top of the bottle to get the extra. What's the matter with me? Why can't I relax? I never should have signed those papers. Let her take me to court. 2 years of marriage down the drain, like that. I couldn't believe it when she told me 2 weeks ago. She was like a stranger, not like my wife, like a total stranger.
Alimony. I don't want any alimony. You can have it all. I just want out.
Can't we discuss it?
We've discussed it 50 times. It's no use.
Why?
I don't know. I can't stand the marriage. I don't find you fun. I feel you suffocate me. I don't feel any rapport with you, and I don't dig you physically. Ugh. Oh, for God's sake, don't take it personal.
Oh, don't take it personal. I'll just kill myself, that's all. If only I knew my damn animals was vacationing. Where do they go every August? They leave the city. Every summer, New York is full of people who are crazy until Labor Day. And so what? What if I reach him? No matter what I say, he tells me it's a sexual problem. Isn't that silly? How can there be a sexual problem? We weren't even having relations. Well, once in a while. But she used to watch television during it and change channels with a remote control switch. What's the matter with me? Why can't I be cool? What's the secret?
No secret, kid. Games are simple. Never met one that didn't understand a slap in the mouth or a slug from a 45.
You never hit Nancy. It's not that type of relationship.
Relationship? Where'd you hear that word? One of those Park Avenue head shrinkers?
I'm not like you. At the end of Casablanca, when you lost Ingrid Bergman, what you crush?
Nothing a little bourbon and soda wouldn't fix.
Listen, I don't drink. My body will not tolerate alcohol.
Take my advice, kid. Forget this relationship stuff. The world is full of games. All you gotta do is whistle.
He's right. Give them an inch and they step all over you. Why can't I have that attitude? Nothing a little bourbon and soda couldn't heal. I have one thimble full of bourbon. I went out and get tattooed. On the other hand, why should a divorce bother me so? What the hell? Maybe I'm better off without her. Why not? I'm young, I'm healthy, I got a good job. This could be an opportunity for me to step out a little. If she can swing, so can I. I'll get broads in here like you wouldn't believe. Swingers, freaks, nymphomaniacs, salesgirls from paraphernalia. She didn't want me. I'm not going to push myself on her. I can't believe the thing she said to me the day she left.
I want a new life. I want to go discothequing and skiing and to the beach. I want to ride through Europe on a motorcycle. All we ever do is see movies.
I write for a film magazine. They send me. And besides, I happen to like movies.
You like movies because you're one of life's great watchers. I'm not like that. I'm a doer. I want to participate. I want to laugh. We never laugh together.
How can you say that? I don't know about you, but I'm constantly laughing. I chuckle, I giggle, I guffaw occasionally. Besides, why didn't any of us come up while we were dating?
I don't know. Things were different. You were more aggressive.
Everybody is during courtship. It's only natural. You try and impress the other person. You can't expect me to keep out that level of charm. I'd have a heart attack.
Goodbye, Alan. My lawyer will call your lawyer.
I don't have a lawyer. I don't call my doctor. She thinks she's some hot stuff. She's no swinger. She's a product of the city college cafeteria. The next thing you know, she'll be smoking pot. She'll think it's hip. I tried smoking pot once. I had a bad reaction. I tried to take my pants off over my head. I'm guilty. I'm always so guilty over everything. She leaves me and I'm worried how she'll make out. There's sticking Linda. Thank God for Dick. He's my best friend. But I must not use him as a crutch. I'll use him as a crutch.
Alan, are you all right?
Poor thing.
Why didn't you call us as soon as she left?
I didn't want to bother you.
Not bother us. For God's sakes, what are friends for?
What reason did she give for wanting a divorce?
She wants to laugh. She doesn't laugh enough. Insufficient laughter. That's grounds for divorce. Oh, and skiing. She wants to go skiing. She wants to ski down the mountain laughing like an idiot.
Let me call the office. I ran right out of a meeting the minute you called and just thought I was crazy.
Have you heard from her?
I heard from the firm of Schulman Weiss. They had me sign some papers and Nancy went to Mexico. It's funny. We went to Mexico on a honeymoon. Spent the entire 2 weeks in bed. Of course, I had dysentery.
Hello, George. Hey, did they go for the deal? Well, hell, if we blow it, we blow it.
Do you cook anything but TV dinners?
Who cooks them? I suck them frozen.
Right. Anyway, let me tell you where you can reach me. I'll be at Gramercy 7, 9205 for a while. Then I'll be at Murray Hill 5, 4774 for 15 minutes. Then I'll be at Templeton 8, 5548. Then I'll be home. That's LE5, 8343. Right, George.
You know, there's a phone booth on the corner. You want me to run down and get the number? You'll be passing it.
I'm sorry, Alan.
She wants to be a swinger. All of a sudden, married life is no good.
Don't get all worked up.
I gave her a home with affection and security. This was a little girl I found waiting on tables at the Hip Bagel. I used to come in every night and overtip her. $1.50 on a 35-cent check.
Well, Nancy was impulsive. We all knew that about her.
She didn't leave impulsively. She talked about it for months. I just could never believe she'd go through with it. I'm such a naive jerk. I'm lying in bed with her and she's looking at lawyers in the yellow pages.
It's good you found out now. I mean, you're young. You can make new lives.
Young? I'm 29. The height of my sexual potency was 10 years ago.
Look at the bright side. You can go out. You're free. You'll meet new girls. You'll have affairs with married women. You'll have sexual relations with girls of every race, creed, and color.
Oh, you get tired of that. And besides, those things never happen to me. I managed to fool one girl into loving me. And now she's gone.
You see how he downgrades himself? Don't you think there are plenty of women in the world who would find him attractive?
Oh, of course.
The world is full of eligible women.
Not like Nancy. She was a lovely thing. I used to lie in bed at night and watch her sleep. Once in a while, she'd wake up and see me. She'd let out a scream.
You really loved her. I feel like crying.
Why do you feel like crying? A man makes an investment, it doesn't pay off.
Could I get an aspirin? I'm getting a little headache.
He's having a breakdown and you're getting sick.
Don't get upset.
I'm not getting upset, I just had a very rough day today.
Do you want an aspirin?
No.
Ate all the aspirin. What about Darvon?
Oh, that's okay. My analyst once suggested Darvon when I had migraines.
I used to get migraines. My analyst cured me. Now I get tremendous cold sores.
Oh, I still do. Big ugly ones from tension.
I don't think analysis can help me. I may need lobotomy.
With mine on vacation, I feel paralyzed.
The two of you should get married and move into a hospital.
Do you want a fresco with your Darvon?
Let's get apple juice.
Oh, apple juice and Darvon are fantastic together.
Have you ever had Librium and tomato juice?
I'm a person, but none of the writing tells me they're unbelievable.
Could I get a Coke with nothing in it?
He's suffering for her, so... You know, it's kind of sweet in a way. Would you ever suffer for me like that?
Well, sure, I'd suffer, but I wouldn't go crazy. You're like him. The two of you could get emotionally wrapped up in a weather report.
You never should have married Nancy.
You didn't say anything. I thought they were getting along.
Well, that's because you're so busy all the time. You never see what's going on around you. I mean, didn't you think it was strange that he was married and yet he still couldn't get a date to New Year's Eve?
Yes, but why are you getting so overwrought?
These things upset me. I'm experiencing a wave of insecurity.
You're experiencing a wave of insecurity? May I tell you what happened to me today? I purchased 100 acres of land in Florida this morning. Turns out 98 of them have quicksand. My syndicate wanted to build a golf course. Now what? The only thing we can do is build a 3-hole golf course with the largest sand trap in the world. Why did this have to come up when I'm on the verge of a million things?
You're always on the verge of a million things.
I can't help it, Linda. That's what I do. I dig the market. I keep on my toes. I look for openings. I make brilliant deals. Like this quicksand thing.
Dick, you're doing brilliantly. I mean, you're only 29 years old and you already filed for bankruptcy. Twice.
Don't get upset. Could I be any more crazy about you? Jesus, I tell him to take it easy. If I were in his shoes, I'd go nuts. Now, come on, we've got to get him over this.
Well, if I knew a nice girl for him.
Well, you know models, maybe someone in your agency.
Not that many single ones.
What about Carol?
Engaged.
Oh, and Doreen.
She's living with a priest.
Oh, what about Zarita, that model from Don's party?
For Alan? Oh my God, she'd eat him alive. There'd be nothing left but his glasses. No. This is going to be a little problem.
You know, I'm glad you two came over. I'm feeling a little better.
Listen, Alan, Linda and I are going out tonight. We'll invite some nice girl along, and the four of us will go together.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Come on, you need to get out of the house.
I haven't looked at another woman in 2 years. I'm out of practice. I was in practice, I was out of practice.
Look, you made an investment. It failed, dropped off the board. What do? You reinvest, maybe in a more stable stock, something with long-term growth possibilities.
Who are you going to fix me up with? Merrill Lynch?
Shape up, Alan.
A pretty girl? She'd have to be damn good and do anything for my morale at all.
Who can we get from?
You mean you don't even have anybody in mind?
We have several people in mind.
Well, what kind do you like?
He likes neurotics.
I like blondes. Little blondes with long hair. Ooh, and short skirts with big chests. Oh, and boots. And bright. And witty. And perceptive.
Well, don't set yourself any ridiculous standards.
Okay, so she must be beautiful with long hair and a big bust?
And a good behind. Something I can sink my teeth into.
He was always very fussy.
That's right, but look at the result.
That's right, you never went out.
Oh, Sally Keller's blonde and has a good-sized chest.
What's good size?
Oh, I don't know. Like this?
She's not the brightest girl in the world.
What does she do?
She dances in a cage at a discotheque.
Oh, forget it.
Come on, Alan, you might even be able to get her into bed.
Into bed? With my luck, I wouldn't be able to get her into a chair.
Well, the girls that look the way you want them to don't usually have great minds.
I don't see why we're making such a fuss over a little pleasant dinner companionship.
I don't even want that. I'm so too attached to Nancy.
Alan, forget Nancy. She's gone.
That's true. She wanted to be free to swing.
Come on, honey, think of someone.
Just picture what she's been up to.
Oh, Jeffrey, take me in your arms and hold me. Oh, to think that we two could be here in a little town of Florence. You divorcing Celia, me getting rid of what's his name. Oh, it is a pleasure to be made love to by a big, tall, strong, handsome, blonde, blue-eyed man. Oh.
Those 2 weeks she's dating a Nazi.
Hey, what about Sharon?
What about Sharon?
I like the name.
Sharon Lake. She works for Jack Edelman, the photographer. She's his assistant.
She's a bright girl and very cute.
Okay, let's go.
Call her.
Perfect.
What are you going to tell her?
I'm just gonna see if she's free for dinner.
And don't say anything about the divorce. Maybe you better tell her my wife's dead.
Just leave it to us.
Well, I don't know if we should go through with this. No tension is setting in. My stomach is jumping.
Sharon Lake, please. Linda Christie.
Oh, I don't want to hear this.
Woo! Sharon? Woo! Hi, Linda. Woo! How are you? Good. Listen, so Dick and I are having dinner with a friend tonight, and we thought you might want to join us. No, that's nothing. We have the radio on. Alan Felix. You don't know him. He's a friend of Dick's.
Attractive. A writer. A widower. My wife died in a mine shaft explosion.
Oh, he's a lot of fun. I think you'll like him.
Oh, listen, if she doesn't want to, forget it. I don't need this aggravation.
Okay. We'll pick you up with the car. 8 o'clock. Oh, a simple dress. Oh, sure, flats are okay.
Little red heels. What am I, to lose the track?
Okay, we'll pick you up. Okay, bye. You're set.
I'm very excited about this. What if I get this chick in bed and Nancy walks in? Whew.
Let's not hope for too much this first night out.
Did she say anything about me?
She doesn't know you. How could she say anything?
You know, you never said I was a widower.
Okay, I got you the date. You can tell her the part about your wife's death.
Very excited about this.
We'll pick Sharon up because she lives 2 blocks from us, and then we'll pick you up. See you about 10 after 8. I can't stay out late, though. I have a business meeting tomorrow morning.
Listen, if there's anything at all you want, if the dishes pile up or if you need a bed made.
Hello, this is Mr. Christie. I'm leaving the Gramercy number now and proceeding due north to the Murray Hill number. Right.
Let's eat at Tavern on the Green. It's a perfect night to dine out in Central Park.
Oh, wonderful. It's so romantic there.
I think it's going to rain. You'll be all right?
Sure, I'll be fine. I'll shower and douse my body with canoe. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Goodbye.
I'm better. I'm scared. I cannot get my damn hair to stay down. This hot weather is murder on it. You're not a bad-looking guy. Chin's a little weak. What the hell? She shouldn't be disappointed. What does she expect? Rock Hudson? I'm a normal, decent-looking guy. Maybe slightly below normal. She'd seen me before. There on a blind date when a girl first sets eyes on me. She looks at me and laughs, or screams. Will you relax? Has a girl ever once reacted by laughing or screaming? Okay, once that little co-ed from Brooklyn College, she came to the door, saw me, and she passed out. But she was sick from dying. What the hell? I thought I was short. It didn't bother anybody.
You're starting out on the wrong foot.
Negative, you mean?
Sure. You're letting her get the best of you before the game begins. What's that stuff you were putting on your face?
Canoe, it's an aftershave lotion.
And the other stuff?
That was men's spray deodorant, Boris, and Johnson & Johnson baby powder.
For Christ's sakes, you're gonna smell like a French cat house.
I need them.
Why? You ashamed to sweat?
I want to make an impression.
You know, kid, somewhere in life you got turned around. It's her job to smell nice for you. Whatever you do, don't tell her you don't drink. She'll think you're a Boy Scout. And don't be nervous. The only bad break you could catch is if she turned out to be a virgin. Or a cop.
My luck, she'll turn out to be both. He's right. They get that thing replaced. A lot of women get turned on by masculine earthly quality. I shouldn't have put so much binocular on my arms. I want to create a good subliminal impression without being too pushy. Hey, I've been memorizing photography terms if she's a photographer's assistant. Not only is there a great qualitative difference between my Nikon and my other cameras, says ace photographer Greg Barnett, but my Nikon is built sturdy enough to withstand the throwing around I get it when the outdoor shooting gets rough. I'm gonna charm this girl. Wouldn't it be great if Cheryl and I hit it off at first sight? Sure, why not? They say the things are simple. I never knew one who didn't respond to a slap in the mouth or a slug from a 45. Come here, Sharon.
Oh, Alan, you are fantastic. Up until tonight, the doctor said I was frigid. I want to thank you for proving them wrong.
You got any friends with the same problem? Bring them around.
Up and Dick and Linda spoke of you. They used words like genius, brilliant. They never said that you were such an animal.
Sorry I had to slap you around, sweetheart. You got hysterical when I said it. No more.
Oh, Alan. okay. They're parking. You just sent me ahead to make sure everything's okay.
Everything's fine. I didn't realize it was so late.
Hey, what'd you do? Break a bottle of shaving lotion?
Oh, you're kidding. I'm wearing too much.
Oh, it's a touch strong, not terrible. I mean, once we get into the air, you won't even notice it.
I just want to fix up the place quickly.
The place is fine. We're just gonna have a quick drink and go.
You carefully place items to give a proper impression.
You're not gonna leave half of the books around like you're reading them.
Why not? It creates a certain image.
No, you don't need an image.
I got just the thing. My 100-yard dash medal.
You're joking. You're not gonna leave out a track medal.
Why not? I paid $20 for it.
Just be yourself. She'll like you.
I've got a very big decision to make. Do I go with Thelonious Monk or what about String Quartet No. 5?
Why don't we put on Thelonious Monk and then leave Bartok carelessly strewn about?
Brilliant. That's exactly what I'll do.
You know, I've never seen anyone go through so much trouble to impress a date, particularly such a casual date. If you devoted this much care and interest with Nancy, I don't see why she left you.
Oh, I did. I used to write poems and take a little candlelight restaurants and order in French. And then the waiter would bring us all the wrong things.
Well, maybe if you had leaned across the candlelight and kissed her.
I did. And she'd say, Christ, not here. People are staring. And then once at a great little bistro on 2nd Avenue, my slave caught fire. So you laugh at it. It's funny, right? She took it as a symbol of my clumsiness, which I guess it sort of was. Finesse. Tremendous poise. Absolute master.
Right. I'll get the ice.
Alan, this is Sharon.
Hello.
How you doing?
I was just telling Nick I have some friends on this block in the house across the street. Do you know the Gibsons?
The Gibsons. No.
Hal and Eleanor Gibson, they're a great couple. He's an interior decorator.
Really? That's sort of a hobby of mine.
Oh, uh-huh.
The key to decorating is to avoid looking like you used a decorator.
Let me just make one quick call.
Hi, Linda?
Yes.
Are you in Jasmine?
No. What are we drinking?
JB on the rocks.
I'll just have a little Harvey's Bristol cream, please.
The usual. Bourbon and water.
Oh, a bourbon man.
Yeah, I gotta cut down on it though. I'm putting away about a quart a day.
Hello, this is Mr. Christie. I'm no longer at Lehigh 58343. I'll be at... Wait, what? Well, did he leave a message?
Sharon did a movie.
Oh,
Underground.
a stag film?
Underground, you know, very arty, 16 millimeter.
Alan's interested in cinema.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a writer. Nothing major. For a film quarterly. You know, essays, criticism, reviews.
Oh, this film I made got very good reviews. I got singled out. Of course, I was the only girl in it with 9 men.
Really? What was the film called? Maybe I saw it.
Gang bang. They have the raunchiest titles, but it wasn't a bit sexy.
This is ridiculous. I have to get a phone for the car, Volkswagen or not.
Volkswagen.
You were all out of bourbon, so I made it straight water. It's so humid. I think it's gonna rain.
Maybe that's why I have this headache. I get sinus attacks.
Really? You should have them drained.
That's why it's silly to go to Tavern on the Green.
Do you think you could turn the music down a bit?
I wouldn't even want to go to an outdoor restaurant when it's going to rain.
You used to like to take me walking in the rain.
I love the rain. It washes memories off the sidewalk of life.
Gee, you really have a delicate touch.
Alan's a little tense. He had a little misfortune with his wife.
His wife?
Dick.
Oh, ex-wife. She's gone.
She's dead.
How awful.
No, she's not dead.
Well, technically not dead, but we're not dating.
She left him.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That's horrible.
Right. to call and make a reservation at the Hong Fat Noodle Company in Chinatown.
I have the phone number in my purse.
I don't know if you like felonious monk or not, but to me he has a wry, mirthful quality that's not at all accommodating to the casual listener. Although his harmonic conceptions are often haunting.
You sound like the back of a record jacket. Have you known Dick and Linda long?
I've known Dick for years. I don't know Linda nearly as well. Dick's a great guy. A little overambitious, maybe, but he's always been that way. Sort of like a kid brother to me. I'm always helping him out of one jam or another. He kind of looks up to me. Oh, no!
Well, we're all set at the Hong Fat Noodle Company.
Just let me get my sports jacket.
Is he on anything?
No.
So let me call the office and let them know where we'll be.
Well, I hope you like Chinese food.
Oh, sure. Linda, I'm gonna have to make it an early evening. I have a terrible day tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Hello, this is Mr. Christie. If Mr. Milton from the Chase Manhattan Bank calls, tell him I'll be at the Hong Fat Noodle Company in Chinatown. That's Canal 8, 3421. Thank you.
Oh, hey! Look at this. Greg Barnett. You remember Greg? Jack's old partner? There's a great qualitative difference between my Nikon and my other cameras, says ace photographer Greg Barnett. But my Nikon is built sturdy enough to withstand the throwing around I give it when the outdoor shooting gets rough. I wonder how much they paid him to say that.
I'm ready. And you've got to let me order because I'm an expert on Chinese food.
Oh, good. I am starved. We had such a rough day today trying to photograph little children.
Really? Photography is a little hobby of mine. Although I've been having a little trouble with my cameras lately. You see, I find there is a great qualitative difference between my Nikon and my other cameras. Although my Nikon is built sturdy enough to withstand the throwing around I get when the outdoor shooting gets rough.